Hello, lovely one. I'm Lulu, and I'm so glad you're here with me tonight. Come in gently now, just as you are. There is nothing you need to solve, nothing you need to finish, nowhere else you need to be. This is your quiet corner of the night, your soft little world apart from the busy edges of the day. For the next little while, you can let everything become simpler. Just my voice, your breath, and a warm place waiting for you. Tonight, I'm going to take you somewhere sheltered and green, somewhere the rain speaks softly on glass and leaves shine in the candlelight. A secret, peaceful place, a hidden greenhouse glowing in the dark, wrapped in vines, warmed by lamplight, and filled with the hush of growing things. You do not need to try to sleep, you only need to listen, you only need to rest. And if sleep comes soon, that is perfectly alright. If sleep comes later, that is alright too. We have all the time in the world here. So settle in. Let your body grow heavy. Let the night hold you. And when you're ready, we'll begin. Take a slow breath in and let it leave you gently. Another slow breath in, cool at the tip of the nose, and out, warm and easy. Again, breathing in and breathing out. There is a softness gathering around you now, as though the air itself has been wrapped in velvet. Outside, somewhere beyond the walls, rain is falling in long silver threads. Not sharp rain, not urgent rain, just a steady, patient rain, drifting down through the dark as if it has nowhere else to be. You can hear it, faintly at first, a hush at the edges of the world, a tender brushing sound, rain on leaves, rain on distant roofs, rain touching the earth and disappearing into it. Let that sound sit beside you. And now, as the rain continues, begin to notice your body in the place where it rests. Your forehead smooths. The little spaces around the eyes loosen, as though someone has turned a dimmer switch and softened all the brightness there. Your jaw unfastens. Your tongue rests easily. Your throat feels open and quiet. Your shoulders, which may have been holding more than they needed to, begin to lower. Down a little, and then a little more. Your arms grow warm and pleasantly still. Your hands uncurl. Your chest rises and falls in an easy rhythm, with nothing forced, nothing measured, nothing that needs to be done just right. The breath is simply arriving and leaving, like the rain. Let the softness travel downward, through the ribs, through the belly, through the hips. Let your legs be heavy now. Let your knees loosen. Let your calves sink. Let your ankles rest. Let even your feet go quiet, as if they have finally reached the end of a long journey and found a place prepared just for them. Outside, the rain deepens by a shade, and the night seems to lean in closer. Imagine that each breath draws in a little of that cool, rain-washed darkness, and each exhale releases the last faint static of the day. Nothing dramatic, just a gentle emptying, a clearing of shelves, a quiet folding away of hours already spent. In this calm space, the mind does not need to race ahead. It can drift, as lightly as mist slipping over a garden path. Thoughts may come and go. Let them pass the way rainwater passes over stone, touching, gliding, moving on. Now, picture the night beyond your window, or beyond your room, or beyond wherever you are resting. A deep blue sky hidden behind clouds, a world silvered by rain, trees standing dark and glossy, leaves shining under street lamps or moonlight, their edges lit softly, the scent of wet soil lifting from the ground, cool and rich and familiar. Somewhere in that rain-soaked darkness, tucked behind old walls and climbing ivy, there is a place waiting for you, a hidden greenhouse. Its windows are fogged with warmth, its roof gleams faintly under the rain, and from within, a quiet golden light glows through the glass, steady and low. You do not need to hurry there. There is no one else expecting you, no clock to watch, no task to complete, only a slow walk through the rain-dark garden toward shelter, warmth, and green stillness. Take one more easy breath in and breathe out slowly, and when you're ready, in your own unhurried way, begin to make your way toward that gentle light. The path begins beneath your feet almost without effort, as though it has been there all along, waiting under the evening rain. It is a narrow garden path, edged with moss-dark stones and soft grass, bent low beneath droplets of water. The air is cool on your skin, but not cold. It carries the tender freshness that comes only after rain has been falling for some time, when the world smells rinsed and quiet. You walk slowly. The night is deep, but not empty. Every leaf seems to hold a little glimmer. Rain gathers at the tips of fern fronds and slips down in bright beads. Shrubs breathe out the clean green scent of crushed stems and wet bark. Somewhere nearby, lavender leans heavy with water, its perfume softened by damp air into something faint and powdery. The earth beneath the path releases that beautiful rain-warmed fragrance, petrichor, rich and mineral, touched with roots and stone, and a little sweetness from fallen petals pressed into the soil. Each step is unhurried. Your shoes, or perhaps your bare feet in some dreamlike way, meet the path with hardly any sound. The rain is louder than your footsteps, soft on leaves, soft on branches, soft on the old brick wall that rises to one side, dark with moisture and braided with ivy. The garden seems to open for you as you move through it. Arching branches form a kind of natural canopy overhead. The leaves shine like polished emeralds, nearly black in the low light, and every now and then a drop falls from one leaf to another in a small, round sound. A wooden gate appears ahead, half hidden by climbing roses, whose petals are folded inward for the night. Their scent lingers delicately in the damp air, tea-like and pale. You place a hand on the gate. The wood is cool and smooth with rain. The latch lifts easily, and when the gate swings inward, it does not creak. It opens in silence as though it has been expecting only you. Beyond it, the hidden greenhouse waits. At first, you see only the warm glow, a low amber light breathing through misted panes. Then the shape of it comes into view, an old greenhouse with slender metal frames and tall glass walls clouded with condensation. Rain slides down the roof in silver ribbons. Vines curl around one corner, and moss has gathered where stone meets foundation. It feels secret but never strange, sheltered, not sealed away, as though it belongs to the garden and the rain and the dark, and also somehow belongs to you. The closer you come, the more inviting it becomes. You hear the rain tapping the glass roof above, each drop softened by distance and warmth. Through one clear patch in the pane, you glimpse leaves inside, large leaves, glossy and green, layered one behind another in gentle shadows. There is the faint glow of a lamp, the suggestion of a chair, a table with something pale steaming in a cup. You stop for a moment outside the door. The air here smells of wet ivy, damp stone, and warm glass. Your breath rises faintly before you. The rain traces bright lines down the pane beside your hand. From within, a deeper fragrance reaches you now, the lush, living scent of watered soil, leaves, herbs, wood, and something floral hidden beneath it all. You rest your palm against the door handle. It is brass, slightly cool, smooth from years of quiet use. When you open the door, warmth greets you at once. Not a strong burst, only a gentle wrapping warmth, humid and fragrant and kind. It brushes your face, it settles over your shoulders. Behind you, the rain continues its soft conversation with the roof. Before you, the greenhouse opens like a lantern-lit dream. You step inside. And with that single step, the night changes. The sound of the rain becomes rounder, more distant, a lovely drumming above the glass. The air is soft against your skin. Moisture pearls faintly on the windows. The scent of green things deepens, filling every quiet space. You close the door behind you, and now you are here, inside the hidden greenhouse, safe from the weather, held by warmth, surrounded by leaves and rain and light. Take a moment simply to stand there, to feel the shelter around you, to notice how easily your breathing settles here, how naturally your body understands this place. Ahead, a narrow path of worn tiles winds between deep beds of plants and terracotta pots. Lamps glow low and golden among them. Somewhere farther in, a candle flickers. And so slowly, gently, with the rain above and warmth all around, you begin to walk deeper into the greenhouse. The first thing you notice is the air. It is velvet soft with warmth and humidity, carrying the scent of leaves, damp soil, cedar shelving, and faint blossoms hidden in the green. Your skin feels instantly comfortable here, as though the greenhouse has adjusted itself to exactly the temperature your body hoped for, without ever naming it. The second thing you notice is colour. Not bright colour, not anything sharp. Everything here is softened, hushed, and beautifully muted by the late hour and the rain-dark sky beyond the glass. There are greens upon greens, sage, moss, eucalyptus, fern, olive, tea leaf, deep jade. Between them, the tenderest pastels, a blush pink camellia petal fallen onto dark soil, a pale apricot orchid tucked high among leaves, a lilac bloom folded like silk, the powdery blue-grey of certain trailing vines. Even the light seems pastel here, a softened amber, a golden cream, a candle-lit bronze. The greenhouse stretches farther than you first thought. It is not grand, but it seems to unfold in layers, each corner revealing another little arrangement of life and comfort. Tall ferns lift their feathered fronds from wide clay pots. Philodendrons spill heart-shaped leaves from shelves. Vines wander up slim wooden trellises, their tendrils curled like green handwriting. Small herbs grow in orderly rows: mint, lemon balm, chamomile, rosemary, each one releasing a whisper of fragrance when the damp air passes over it. You move slowly along the tiled path, and the tiles themselves are warm beneath your feet, holding the day's memory. Here and there, beads of water have gathered from the damp air, catching the light like tiny pearls. Above, rain taps a steady pattern on the glass roof. Tap, pause, whisper, tap, 100 soft fingertips, 1,000 tiny arrivals, never loud, never demanding. Just a patient music repeating itself in countless delicate variations. Condensation clings to the panes in translucent blooms. Occasionally, A droplet gathers enough weight to slide downward, leaving a clear thread through the misted glass. Beyond it lies the dark garden, blurred and dreamy, as though painted in diluted ink. The leaves closest to the glass hold the faintest shimmer. Some are broad and dark like satin. Others are pale and new, almost translucent, their veins traced finely beneath the skin. A large monstera leaf catches the lamplight in its curves. A trailing pothos spills from a high shelf, each leaf a small green lantern. Moss fills shallow stone trays in soft, thick cushions, green as sleep itself. And then there is the sound beneath the rain, the smaller sounds, water settling in pots, a distant drip into a ceramic basin, the slight rustle of leaves shifting when the warm air moves, the almost silence of stems growing, roots holding, petals folding deeper into the night. The greenhouse feels alive in the quietest possible way. You pass a long wooden table where seed packets are stacked in a tidy row. Beside them sits a glass mister, its brass top catching the lamp glow. A pair of gardening gloves rests nearby, soft with wear. There is no sign of hurry here, no sign of unfinished work. Everything appears gently paused, as though the room itself has decided that this is an hour for resting rather than doing. A low shelf holds ceramic pots glazed in muted colours, dusty rose, cloud blue, soft cream, weathered green. On another shelf, old glass jars hold river stones, dried petals, and labels written in looping ink. Their presence gives the room a tender, cared-for feeling, as if someone has loved this place quietly for many years. You follow the path as it curves toward the warmest corner of the greenhouse. There, sheltered by tall palms and broad leaves, is a small sanctuary within the sanctuary. A velvet armchair waits beside a round wooden table. The chair is deep and inviting, upholstered in a faded green so soft and dark it almost becomes part of the surrounding foliage. When the candlelight brushes it, the velvet changes shade, forest, moss, olive, shadow, depending on the angle of your gaze. A light throw has been folded across one arm, the fabric thick and cloud soft, in a pale muted grey with the faintest undertone of lavender. Beside the chair, on the round table, rests a steaming cup of chamomile tea in a ceramic mug the colour of warm milk. A small plume of steam rises from it, carrying the apple honey scent of chamomile blossoms, gentle and familiar. Next to the cup lies an old leather-bound book. Its cover is softened with age, chestnut brown and lightly worn at the corners. The leather has that rich, deep scent old books sometimes carry when they have lived in quiet rooms for a long time. Paper, cedar, a hint of vanilla, the warm dust of pages turned gently over the years. A silk ribbon marks a place somewhere in the middle, and on the far edge of the table burns a single candle in a low brass holder. Its flame is small and steady, not bright enough to interrupt the softness, only enough to deepen it. The light reaches outward in a warm circle, gilding the rim of the teacup, touching the grain of the table, outlining the arm of the chair, catching in the glass droplets on nearby leaves. You move closer. The chamomile tea steams steadily, and when you lift the cup, the ceramic is warm against your palms. Heat gathers in your fingers. The scent rises with the steam, floral, soft, touched with hay and sunlight remembered from another season. You take a slow sip. It tastes delicate and soothing, golden without being sweet, soft on the tongue, warm all the way down. You settle into the velvet armchair. It welcomes you at once, cushioning your back, supporting your arms, allowing your body to soften into it, layer by layer. The seat is wide and deep enough that there is nothing to hold up anymore. The throw, draped over your lap or around your shoulders, adds another quiet weight, a gentle heaviness that tells the body it may rest now. From here, tucked into this corner, the entire greenhouse feels like a cradle of glass and green. To your right, a bank of windows glows faintly with rain. To your left, tall leaves gather close, creating a cocoon of living softness. Ahead, the candle flickers with tiny honey-coloured movements. Above, the roof sings under the rain. You pick up the book, not because you need to follow a story, but because it belongs to the atmosphere of this place. The cover is smooth and cool at first touch, then warmer in your hands. When you open it, the pages release a dry, tender scent, paper and time and quiet shells. The print is soft at the edges in the candlelight, and perhaps the words are there, perhaps they are not. Either way, the book feels comforting, like an object made to rest with. You turn a page slowly, paper whispers. A page turning in a quiet room has its own kind of peace. It is a sound that asks nothing of you. It simply marks the passing of a gentle moment into another gentle moment. You let the book rest open in your lap. Perhaps you read a line or two. Perhaps you only look at the shape of the text. Perhaps your gaze drifts away from the page entirely, drawn instead to the leaves nearest the candle. A fern frond casts a fine lace of shadow on the table. The edge of a rubber plant leaf gleams dark and polished. Tiny droplets cling to the stems of a climbing vine, each one catching a thread of light before falling still again. The room's humidity settles lightly over your skin. It is not heavy, only enveloping, like warm breath in winter, like stepping into a cloud that smells of soil and herbs and rain. Now and then, the candle bends and straightens. Its flame moves in the slightest response to the air. A flicker, a stillness, a flicker again. And the rain continues. Always the rain. It lands on the roof in delicate patterns, shifting from a silver tapping to a soft shiver, then back again. Sometimes the drops seem close together, a brushed rhythm like fingers over silk. Sometimes they spread out, leaving little pockets of silence between them, soft enough for your breath to drift through. Time loosens here. Minutes are no longer sharp little units. They become broad and gentle, like warm stones placed one after another along a path. Nothing pushes the next moment to arrive. The greenhouse has no impatience in it. You take another sip of tea. The mug is still warm. The steam still rises. The chamomile still tastes of fields and pale blossoms, and evening light folded into water. Your body sinks more deeply into the chair, shoulders soft, jaw loose, eyelids perhaps a little heavier now. You notice how safe this place feels. Not because anyone has said it is safe, because every detail shows it. The steady roof overhead, the warm cup in your hands, the soft chair supporting your weight, the neat shelves, the patient plants, the candle, small and faithful, the rain outside, unable to do anything here except sing you deeper into stillness. Nothing in this greenhouse startles, nothing demands, nothing rushes forward. Even the shadows are gentle. They gather under leaves and beside pots in softened pools, never sharp, never deep enough to hide anything unsettling. The corners of the room are filled with breathable darkness, the kind that belongs to midnight gardens and sleepy houses and rain-soaked windows. You let your head rest back. Above you, The glass roof arches upward in slim old frames beaded with moisture. Beyond it, the sky is a deep charcoal blue, and rain wanders across it in wavering lines. Sometimes the candlelight reflects faintly in the panes, so that it looks as though there are many small flames floating overhead, each one hovering between the greenhouse and the night. A nearby pot of mint releases a cool sweetness into the humid air. Somewhere close, jasmine adds a soft floral note, nearly hidden beneath the scent of warm soil. The leather book in your lap smells quietly of age and comfort. The throw against your hands is plush and slightly napped, like the surface of a peach petal or brushed wool. You are wrapped in textures now. Velvet beneath you, warm ceramic in your palms, soft cloth over your lap, humid air against your skin, the faint, feathery touch of sound from the rain. Perhaps you close the book. Perhaps you let it rest unopened, your fingers laid across the cover. You no longer need objects to occupy your attention. The room itself is enough. The rain is enough. The breathing of your body is enough. Notice how the candlelight plays over the glass of the greenhouse. It turns droplets into amber points. It brushes the misted panes with a soft gold bloom. It trembles gently on the brass handle of a watering can in the corner. It settles warmly into the folds of the velvet chair. And notice how the rain answers it from outside. Silver against black leaves, grey against the roof. 1,000 cool threads around this one warm room. A delicious contrast. Warm within, cool beyond. Shelter here, rain there. You at the quiet centre of it all. Your tea is nearly finished now, though the last warmth remains at the bottom of the cup. You set it back on the table, and the little sound of ceramic meeting wood is pleasingly soft. Nothing echoes harshly here. Every sound arrives wrapped in moss. You draw the blanket a little closer, not from need, but from pleasure. Your body seems to understand more and more clearly that it has been invited to let go. The eyelids may flutter, the limbs may feel heavier than before, thoughts may already be drifting apart like little clouds of breath on cool glass. You look once more around the greenhouse, at the layered leaves, at the sleepy flowers folded inward for the night, at the shelves and jars and clay pots, at the candle, at the book, at the rain tracing downward over the panes. And as you look, the whole place seems to breathe with you. In, the room expands softly with warmth. Out, it settles again into quiet. In, the leaves shine. Out, the rain whispers. In, the candle brightens at its small heart. Out, the shadows grow even softer. No part of you needs to stay alert here. No part of you needs to stand watch. Even the mind can curl up like a cat in a warm corner and sleep. The old greenhouse holds its stillness around you with such tenderness that it begins to feel less like a place you entered and more like a place that has gently closed around you, protecting you from the hard edges of time. Here, there is only green life and rain and warmth. Here, there is only quiet, only comfort, only slow and steady peace. And so, you rest there, in the velvet chair, with the candle burning low, while the greenhouse keeps watch in the gentlest possible way. Now the night grows softer still. The book rests closed. The tea is only a memory of warmth in the cup. The candle flame becomes the smallest golden companion, rising and bowing, rising and bowing. The rain continues above you. Tap, tap, whisper. Tap, tap, whisper. Its rhythm is so familiar now that it seems woven into your breathing. In, rain on glass. Out, rain on leaves. In, warmth in the chest, out, heaviness in the limbs. The greenhouse around you begins to blur at the edges in the sweetest way. The leaves lose their separate names and become only shapes of softness. The shells become gentle lines. The pastel petals become little floating hints of colour. Blush, cream, faded lavender, pale apricot, resting quietly in the green. The candlelight flickers once against the glass, and then again. A tiny gold shimmer. A little pulse of warmth. A soft glow on the rim of the cup. A hush of brightness on the old leather book. And all the while the rain keeps falling, patient and steady, as though the sky has decided to sing one simple song through the whole night. You sink deeper. The chair holds you. The blanket settles over you. The warm air surrounds you. The rain stays with you. Even the silence between the raindrops feels tender now. Long, soft spaces. Plenty of room for sleep to enter. Your thoughts do not need to make sense. They can drift like condensation on glass, gathering, sliding, vanishing. Your body does not need to do anything except rest more fully. Perhaps your head tilts a little. Perhaps your hands become very still. Perhaps your breath grows so quiet it barely seems to move the air at all. The candle burns lower. The flame is small now, round and honey-coloured. Its light less a brightness than a glow. It touches the nearest leaves with soft gold and lets them go again. It catches on one little droplet hanging from a fern tip, turning it briefly into amber. Then the droplet falls. A tiny sound, almost nothing, and then stillness. Rain on the roof, rain on the glass, rain in the garden outside. The hidden greenhouse is warm and hushed and dim. The chair is soft, the blanket is soft, the air is soft, the night is soft, and you are safe here, safe in the rain-lit dark, safe in the green stillness, safe in the company of leaves, candlelight, and the slow breathing of the world. The candle flickers, the rain answers, the candle flickers, the rain answers, again and again and again. Nothing changes in any way you need to notice. The room remains warm, the roof remains steady, the rain remains kind. The night continues to cradle everything in its cool blue hands. You may be almost asleep now, or already half dreaming. If you are still listening, let the words become softer around you, looser, more distant, like hearing a voice from another room while rain drifts over the window. The greenhouse holds you, the rain holds the greenhouse, and the night holds the rain. The candle gives one more gentle shimmer against the glass, a little gold breathing in the dark, a little warmth in a world of rain. Then everything settles even deeper. Rain on glass, rain on leaves, warm chair, soft blanket, green shadows, dim light, a slow breath in and out, another and out. And now, with the rain continuing its endless quiet song above the hidden greenhouse, with the candle burning low and the leaves resting all around you, you drift down into that soft, sheltered place where thought becomes dream and dream becomes sleep. Only the rain now, only the warmth, only the hush, and then softer still, rain on the roof, rain on the glass, rain in the garden, soft light, warm air, green silence, and rest, and rest, and rest.